Okay, divas, I'm gonna jump right into this video, and just want to let you guys know that I am wearing the Dior Backstage foundation in the shade 5N on my face. And I'm gonna go in with the brand new Too Faced Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer. I am going to highlight my face and sculpt my face with two different shades. So first, let's go ahead and do our highlighting. And I'm gonna be using the color Butterscotch. And I'm sure you've seen a million videos already on YouTube. You already know that you get half an ounce of product. The product does retail for $29. It seems that's the normal range for a concealer, so I do think that that's a really good deal. I'm remoistening the beauty sponges that I featured in my favorites this month, in my June favorites, and that is the Sonia Kashuk beauty sponges. I really like them. I got a pack of 5 for 15 bucks, and I've really been using them ever since I got them. My beauty blenders have not moved at all. So I have a really medium to full coverage layer of foundation on my face already. So I'm going to take the shade Butterscotch and go in and highlight everywhere that I normally highlight. And it is a really, really pretty yellow color, which is what I like. So you do get a really large applicator, which I do think is great whenever you are highlighting. It has a really light perfume smell. I'm talking about super, super light. I don't know if it's that or if I'm still smelling a Dior foundation, but I have my beauty sponge and it's damp. It's not soaking wet, it's just damp. I typically like to let my concealer sit on the skin for about 15 to 30 seconds before I start blending it out. So I'm going to give it 5 more seconds before I blend it. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with my Mario Badescu Rose Water. This is the very first time that I've used this, so I really don't know what to expect. So I don't want to let it sit on the face too long. I do want to mention that I do think that they can do a better job at the shade range on the concealers. Some of the shades that Jackie came out with on the foundation, they need to go ahead and incorporate into the shade range for the concealer, because this is the deepest shade on the concealer, which is Cocoa, which is what I am going to be using today to sculpt my face. So for those on a deeper end of the spectrum, I don't know what they would sculpt their face with. I do understand that you cannot please everybody, but if you were any deeper than NW45, you cannot sculpt with this shade. So that is the concealer well blended. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the sculpting shade, and this is the color Cocoa. I'm not going to go ham with this. I just want, because it's kind of dark. How I do mine, I typically apply mine. I contour first, then highlight, but I didn't do that today. So it doesn't dry down super fast, but it does dry down at a pretty nice pace. So again, I didn't have any issues, but next time I would probably, you know, apply this one side at a time and then blend it as I go. It's a pretty color. It's not overly orange. I kind of feel like it's pretty neutral. Okay, so now that that is complete, I'm going to go ahead and dip into my Huda Beauty. And this is the shade Blondie. I'm sure you guys know what it all looks like. This is, well, let me take this out. This is the shade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the powder and I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk, the smaller sponge, and go in as I would normally do with any other powder and saturate my sponge and then go up under the eye. Okay, so I want to forewarn you guys, this stuff smells like Fabuloso to me. Like, it shares the same scent as the Huda Beauty foundation and the primer, if you are familiar with that. To me, the smell is pretty strong, but after a little bit, it does dissipate. But if you are sensitive to fragrance, this is going to be a lot for you. This is going to go everywhere that I applied the concealer. I'm wearing the Dior foundation, so I really need to set this good because it's a beautiful foundation. It looks beautiful on the skin. However, it does not hold up with oily skin well like I have. But I know how to fix that by using a lot of powder. So what I'm going to do next is reverse contour. Okay, so we have baked longer than we should have. I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe M527 brush and just dust everything away. I want to make sure that I got all the powder off from up under my eyes, so I'm going to use the Morphe R31 brush. I'm going to finish up my eyeshadow, apply some bronzer, and I'm going to be using my Bae, which is my Girllll bronzer. I'm going to use my Girllll bronzer, and I'm going to do my lips and apply some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, divas, I am back and this is the finished look. Just to recap, I used the Huda Beauty Blondie setting powder and I highlighted and sculpted my face with the Too Faced multi-use. Okay, divas, just to recap, I'm using today. Okay, divas, just to recap, I'm here with my finished look. My makeup is all complete, and again, what my initial thoughts are about the powder is that it's a really great powder, but honestly, I am unsure why Huda decides to put that fragrance in this powder. You are just messing up a good thing because this powder is a really good powder. And again, the color that I'm using today is Blondie. It's not too yellow, it's not too translucent. I think that on my skin tone, between the shades NC 40 and NC 50, this is the perfect color to me. And then the shades on the Born This Way concealer is Butterscotch and Cocoa. I wish I could have got a shade a little bit lighter, something in between Cocoa and Toffee, but the Butterscotch shade is perfect. I absolutely love it. So that is all I have for you guys today. Again, I am wearing the Dior foundation in shade, let's see, shade 5N. I do have a video coming up with a wear test, but if you want to just see me apply it, I am using a different shade in that video. I used the shade 5W and 4.5 mixed together. And I'm so glad that you guys decided to stop and watch this video. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, right now is a good time to do so, if you are not already. Anyhow, until the next time, divas, I will see you later. Bye.